Hello and welcome to 10-minute practice routines with me, Fake Dr. Levin. In this series we've taken broad musical concepts, broken them down into smaller concepts, and then broken those down into practice routines that are 10 minutes long over the course of 7 days. And the idea of this series is not to practice as little as possible, but it's instead to get the most out of what little practice time you might have when you're really busy. And with good practice habits and a good focused approach, you can accomplish your musical goals even with a small amount of time. And one of the biggest things that you need to work on in order to get your musical ideas out and have the freedom to express what you hear is just to be able to physically play these ideas on a technical level. And so today I want to focus on technique a bit. And one element of technique that's often overlooked is finger independence. A lot of people focus really hard on speed. Everything's about speed, speed, speed. But speed is a direct result of very accurate playing. The more accurate you are, slow, medium, the more capable you will be of playing fast. And finger independence is a big part of that accuracy. Essentially what finger independence is that your fingers can move without the other ones moving a lot, and are also strong enough that they can all carry their own weight. In other words, you're not neglecting your pinky. I think that's a really, really big part of it is
pinky.
People use their index, middle, and ring a lot, and they don't use their pinky as much because your pinky is naturally weaker, but you really benefit a lot from using all four fingers. It's just more fingers. And so I want to show you an exercise and a way to write new exercises for the purpose of working on finger independence, and it will result in your playing getting a lot cleaner. So what you do is you can start with this exercise where I'll take 3 notes. I'll do G, A, and B. And we've got note 1, note 2, and note 3. We'll just call them by numbers for the sake of this exercise. And you put those numbers in different combinations. So you could go 3. This is one I do a lot. It's 3 1 2 3 2 1 3 1 3 2 3 1 2 here 3 1 2 3 2 1 3 1 2 3 2 1. And so you take that combination, let's say, and we'll just dedicate 10 minutes to practicing that slowly. You want to focus on keeping your fingers close to the fretboard as much as possible. And practicing, of course, with a metronome. And I'm going to take my metronome out here so I can demonstrate an effective way to practice this. So it might seem really simple at first glance, like, oh, he's just playing those 3 notes in that order. And it is that simple, and that is what I'm doing. But a lot of people will skip this metronome part. And this is really where the actual technique comes from. It comes from using your metronome effectively and consistently. So I'm going to take a nice slow tempo. Start with 60, this is 64 beats per minute. And what I'm going to do is I'll get a little quieter so you can hear the click. I'm going to go like this. I'm playing super slow triplets. You could do super slow eighths too. It's really not that slow as eighths. Let's do quarter notes. And you want to focus on moving your fingers as little as possible. And just really having all the notes sound equal in volume and not buzzy and clear. And then you gradually speed the click up little by little. So we'll go to 70. And you spend 10 minutes the first day just getting that into your fingers. The next day you do something I like to call, very cleverly, tempo searching. It's not really clever, but what you do is you search for the tempo at which you can still play it clean, but if you go even a little faster, you can't anymore. So often this tempo, you play it right like 3 out of 4 times, but then you play it wrong the 4th time. This is the tempo we're looking for. So for me, it's pretty fast because I've been playing this for, like, I've been doing that one thing a lot for a long time, and so, you know, I can play this particular thing pretty quickly. But let's say your breaking tempo is like at 116, where you're just not with the click, it just doesn't feel right. So you go down, let's say, a couple BPM to 103, alright? And if this feels good, just, you have to concentrate to play it, but it generally feels good. This is a good tempo to work on, and then you gradually speed up from here to that breaking point, and you're looking for that sweet spot where you're playing accurately, but you're still exerting energy mentally and physically, and maybe it makes you a little tired, but you're still playing accurately, and that's a really good place to hover around. You go a little slower than that, a little faster than that, but you have to make sure that you're being accurate. So what I do is I just wrote out a couple combinations of these 3-note combinations that you can do. Those were the 3 in order, but it's all notated, and you can download the notation in the description below the video. And I've also got this going up one string diatonically within the key of G, and so on. And I also have it going up a scale shape vertically like this. And it's just very valuable practice just to make sure that you can do different finger combinations accurately, focusing on accuracy first and foremost. We're not even thinking about speed, we're just talking about accuracy and finding that tempo where it gets a little inaccurate and where, like, the tempo between where it's very accurate and where it's inaccurate, that sweet spot right there where it's still accurate but it's really close to a little too fast. And we're just looking for that tempo, and we're going to try to hover around that tempo. So try out the different combinations and make some of your own. And there's lots more to do with finger independence. There's all kinds of exercises, but I just thought I'd give you one of the really helpful ones I thought of, and I'll also show you, I'll just use it in a musical setting for a bit.